What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Not doing that fade out stuff today. Nope. So, Elgato's trying to destroy my streaming once again, thanks to their crappy products. But I'm gonna keep streaming anyway, for a little bit at least. I was thinking, like, what can I stream? Have some fun with. I'm like, well, I got a decent PlayStation 3 collection stuff going on right now. Let's just stream some of that. So you can see this is the list of the games I have. Not all of them work really well. Like Bionic Commando, we've done before. I actually did a playthrough of that, I think last year. Back when my Elgato was like, it's literally been 6 months since my last Elgato crapped out, the one I have. It's like, wow, thanks. So their product literally lasts 6 months. So we did a playthrough of Bionic Commando then. Certain games don't work too well, like Demon Souls still doesn't work quite right. Drakengard actually have like it wants to run at 60 frames per second, and I think Ninja Gaiden doesn't run full speed either, and then the Tekken Tag tournament games I think are stick a little bit slow, but everything else seems to run pretty fine. So I'm not sure what I'll be playing. I've done CounterSpy before. I think it's a lot of fun. We might play around with that or do some fighting games. Game that I haven't played in a long time that I thought was a lot of fun was actually Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. It's actually, they took an RPG and turned it into a fighting game, and it works really well. So let's see. So if you have any suggestions from anything on the list, you can shout them out. I won't hear you because you'll be talking into a one-way computer. Or you can type them in the chat. We can try to give them a go. If not, we just might do some CounterSpy to start off at least while everyone makes a decision. Should have some Jeopardy music playing. And this, oh man, this is the best version of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Forget the 30th anniversary collection, that he got it wrong. This one plays flawlessly. Alright, let's draw some CounterSpy at least. Start off with that. Launched the wrong version. Bummer. Hold on a second. Gotta wait for it to pop up and then kill it and then launch it again. Stop. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Boot with custom configuration. There we go. See, like a lot of games, it's kind of weird, like PlayStation emulation. You have to pick it to do certain things. Like certain games will run underneath OpenGL, and then other ones will like they won't run under like Vulkan instead, or different things. So you actually have to try them out, see how they run, and then like try to see like okay how it's going to load up. Do you have screen with it? Then you got to go back and do a different method. And it's usually like one or the other. It's usually a pretty quick configuration at least. Let's see, it looks like it's not grabbing onto the right window. Let me flip this around here. Let's see. There we go. CounterSpy. I've played this one before. This is a fun game. It's also available on the PlayStation 4. It's on the Vita and PlayStation 4. And the PlayStation 4 version runs 60 frames per second. This one runs 30. Can't watch. Is that an acronym for the Rural House Force, like a Workforce Housing Fund? Did you just black out on me? Just start up a game, that's all I did, really. How about now? I did some adjustment. I found that the game was really blasting out pretty loud, so I dropped it down a little bit lower. Still pretty quiet, or did it get louder? Better. Okay, yes. I saw that the desktop audio was like cranked way ridiculously high. There we go. So if you've never seen this game before, I've done it. I played it before on stream. It's a lot of fun. It's basically all completely randomly generated each time you play the game. So speedrunning this game has to be a complete and total nightmare. I don't. It turns out people do it, but it would just be a total nightmare because you never know where you're gonna get. Training level is always the same, but after that, it's just way up in the air. There we go. Yes, if you this is running underneath the Vulcan, so you have like the laser sighting right there. You can see me waggling it up and down in front of the missile. But if you play it underneath OpenGL, you don't have that laser sight, so it's even harder. I would not recommend it. Oh no, they're in cover. Without exposing yourself. No, put that away. Don't do it. Okay. This is running worse than it usually does. That's bad. It doesn't stutter like that. That's kind of weird. I don't know, I just updated to the latest version before I started streaming, so maybe it doesn't like it? Yeah, it seems like it's having some audio problems. That's great. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with the audio. Hold on. Enable buffering, that's fine. Well, that's great. So whatever version I've updated to before I started streaming, it's not happy. So I'm not gonna submit you all to listening to that garbled nonsense. There we go, Bravo, that window there. So we'll abort that at least. Let's play some fighting games. I know that this works at least. I tried out. Let's do hardcore Uprising. Did this earlier before, just testing things out. Look at that, it was working okay. Yes, it's like hardcore Uprising. It's a quote unquote sequel to Contra, while not really being a sequel. So it's things like we don't have the license, but we're gonna make a game like Contra. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
report. Uprising.
Ooh. So, did you get success? I'm presuming you did, since you just did the hello world, so I'm gonna presume it went through. Excellent. Let's see, jump, action, or action. Change weapon, dashing, strafe, stationary. Okay. So you gotta convert it from that over the API. Well, that's good set. I mean, because there was the big thing you were kind of worried about if you'd be able to do it. Well, I guess you are. Weird that you have two different ways here. Like, hey, jump, dash. Oh, that I do not envy. Right, lots of things I can't get. Perfect. Bahamut or Crystal? Yeah, we'll go Crystal. Years 2613, ruled by an empire known as the Commonwealth under the reign of Tiberius. Neighboring nations have suffered under the Commonwealth's oppression. The resistance forces rise across the land. However, so many resistance fighters have fallen to the overwhelming might of the Empire. Their strength is now severely diminished. Their weakest hour, a young girl appeared. Despite her youth, she was well trained and fought with amazing strength. She was sent to infiltrate the front lines in the desert, the same place where she once lived with her now deceased parents. Aww. It's her homecoming.
Mission start.
This place brings back bad memories.
Super machine gun.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Oops. Okay, so 2 hits for life. Found out you can, like, slide? Not sure I did that the first time. Got a double jump. Kind of like if, like, Guilty Gear, like, became Contra. You dash in the air, that's cool. Like, high mobility.
Warning. Warning.
I won't let you slow me down. Gotta do better.
Too easy.
These missiles are terrible. Back to the machine gun, thank you. Oh, I didn't notice I was sinking in the sand. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah. Oh, I do not like this weapon. Oh no, I'm dead.
Let's rock.
Where's it gonna start? Oh, nice. It's got a checkpoint system at least. That's good. Oh, come on, duck.
Gotta do better.
Yep. It's 8.6. You have an 8. So, very close. Like I said, you can run Ubuntu on a lot of crazy things. That's the one thing I like about the Linux platforms is you can run them on a toaster just about. The toaster won't be compatible with anything, but you can do it. Okay, so that was not in the background.
Let's rock.
I'm learning what's there and what you can and cannot do. God. Yeah, the missiles... I wonder if, like, each character gets something different. It's been too long since I played this game. So I'm wondering if, like, different characters get different things, like for weapons. Because, like, the power-ups you get for, like, for her, like, it's not the machine gun, it's just not that good. Come on, turn around.
One more time.
Really? That's nice. One hit kill. You forgot to get a hard drive on the thing. Do you have like an external hard drive, or
Let's rock.
then you can kind of hook up into it, hopefully? Oh, jeez, all the way back here. That sucks.
Easy class.
Back in the fight. One more time.
Light up. Easy class. Game over. Thanks for playing. See you next time.
Mission accomplished.
Mission start.
Beginning operation.
Super machine gun. Spread shot. Light up.
Where is he? Help me! What the hell? Are you ready?
Warning. Warning. Warning.
I'll be through this in no time.
Okay, so it's the same terrible weapons you get. Character is pretty much irrelevant. It seems like this guy has more health though.
Needed fun.
Huh? Where is he?
Alright. Enough of Contra for now. Sorta not Contra. Let's see. Really curious to see how this plays on emulation, like right now, while streaming. It's using up extra resources. Let's see how that works out. This game I can get like some of the runs somewhat kind of close to the actual frame rate, like 60 frames per second. Sometimes it doesn't, so it's just basically it's not like it's not my graphics card anymore that's bottlenecking. It's just the CPU speed is too low. The Gaiden. Yeah, it's a pretty good day. I mean, you got things up and running. That's good. Sweet. Yeah, it's a productive day, all right. I mean, you learned how to do stuff, so. Oh, there's a slowdown down to like 40 frames a second. People are gonna watch right now not knowing I'm like emulating. They're just like, why is your game running so slow? So it's emulated, baby. That's why. time and at least run the other stuff to get this one built. True. You know, it's gonna take that time, but still keep going through, and when you get that up and running, it should speed it up even more. So this part is still new to the series right now. Like, this part was added for Sigma. Whereas before you normally ran in and like, oh no, you know, Doku's burning things down. The original plan for today was to stream Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, but my cheap $20 splitter that you need in order to strip out the HDCP copyright protection from the PlayStation 3 died, and then the Elgato itself started screwing up. Like, I can get video, but I don't have any sound. So it's just been an all screwy day all over the place. Cool. I'm just waiting to get into the airship because, like, that should be, like, at least hopefully running a little bit better. Yeah, I really want to get back to my project for Sega Saturn, but I've just been, like, too tired lately. Can't see what's going on. Alright, so now you fight Doku out here. Oh, that's not rendering correctly. Those are a little bit messed up shadows. I'll say that. I forgot I have the flying swallow already. I'm not used to that in this game. Oh no, I am DI'd. So Sigma's like a little bit more ambiguous on whether or not you die, whereas like the original Xbox in Black, you can see like your back's just been cleaved almost in half. You're dead. And that triggers this cutscene, which doesn't want to play right. Yeah, there's some guy who's like, oh no, the game emulates 100% perfectly fine. It's like, no, it does not. There are still problems with this game. It's gotten a lot better, but no. I forgot. This also does the same thing that Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black do as well. The first time you get to something, like a cutscene, the game forces you to watch it. It's only after you've beaten the game or seen it you can skip it.
Have uncovered the reason for the attack. The samurai who burned the village was Doku, lord of the greater fiends of the Vigor Empire. It appears as though
Man,
the
my eyes are
Vigor
even
Emperor
creepier with
seeks
less
the
shadows.
power of the dark dragon blade.
Doku.
No, it's Goku.
The Holy Vigor Empire. A strange
So since this is like mostly indoors, this should run a pretty stable 60.
Makes for very few ways to enter the country.
Because anytime you're looking
One
at
of the only
far,
remaining
like you
routes
have
is
more
by
things to
airship
render in the
to the
difference, it
capital
kind of
city of
struggles with
Taiwan.
this game. Because like my computer is an AMD FX 8300, which the base clock speed is like 3.3 gigahertz. I have it pushed to I think 3.5, 3.6 right now on the 8 cores. If I push it to almost 4, like 3.9 I think is what it goes up to, like I think push it to 3.9 to 4 gigahertz, the game runs a lot better, but I have just the default cooling and it struggles to keep that cool. Like my computer gets to like 150 degrees. It's like, that's pretty hot for a computer. I mean, you can go, I wouldn't push it much further past that. Yeah, right now it's running 147 degrees because it's like this emulator is pushing it on top of recording. It's just like screaming at me like, why are you making me try to play this video file? I clearly don't want to do this. I'm like, sorry. It's the first time, we have to watch it. Yay! That disaster is over with. Yeah, so right now it's running like a nice 60.
must strengthen your weapon.
Nani? House cleaners. I'm so used to like having the flying swallow at this point of the game. Sigma gives it to you early, so it's like, okay, cool. So it's kind of weird when you have like different versions of this game kicking around your skull. I do like Sigma, but it still has all the loading problems and stuff, and like I said, the handsprings in combat. It makes the play just a little bit different.
When casting Nimpo, shake the controller.
Shake it like a British au pair.
Strength of your Nimpo.
Except for I can't do that because I don't have a DualShock controller. That's right. Also inside the shops, it takes like extra confirmation for whatever reason. I don't know why. But, like more confirmation to buy things. It's like, are you really, really sure that you want to buy this? It's like, yes, please. Lives of the Gods are automatically applied on, like, onto the wheel. So you don't have to keep going through and, like oh, okay, I got them here, gotta go into accessories, put them on. They're automatically added in, which is so much nicer. I mean, there are some really cool quality of life improvements in this version. Oh, game, come on! Having all sorts of problems trying to chain. I think they also changed the placement of the lunar. Like, pretty sure I don't have... Yeah. Pretty sure, yeah, you don't have the lunar staff at this early in the game in this version. I think they give it to you in level 4 when you reach Tyron. Yeah, that's where it's at. I don't know why they changed it around. I guess maybe they figured people were using it during the horse attacks versus gosh, Masakato, like basically the first level boss, which is like really strong against him in that area. He can really wreck things. So I guess maybe they decided, well, let's put it a little bit later, make people fight for it a little bit harder. I don't really understand the reasoning behind it, but that's what they did. And this version of the game also gives you brand new weapons, or exclusive to it at the time, which are the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang. And I like never use them, so I've heard that's like really good though. Like the on landing like 360 spin. No, go down. There we go. Alright. I take it it did. Cool, so we're going to end this here. Well, at least this game. I'm going to play one other one here, game I want to be doing. We're going to switch up to a fighting game. Because this is running slower than I thought it would. So I knew it was going to run slow, but I didn't expect it to be running this slow. I mean, they're like, we're taking a long time to shut down. Sorry about that. There we go. And it crashed. Perfect. Where are you? Here you are. Let's pull you back up. Perfect. So the game I'm going to be playing is, where are you? Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. This game's actually pretty cool. Like I said, what they did is they took Persona 4, which is a RPG. A lot of people are familiar now with Persona 5 that came out. Turned it into a fighting game. I was thinking, like, how's that going to work? And the answer is quite well. It's a lot of fun. Pretty simple. It's one of those things that's like it's a 4-button type game, but it's you can do a lot of stuff with it. Speed's been the plague, yeah.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
One thing that I'm sure of is that you got a feeling to survive this madness. Like on a sound counting any good songs, supposing drum speed, then a band to start and
Woo!
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Let's check out lesson mode. Actually, I think training mode. Let's just double things, see how much I can kind of remember.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists
Gee,
between dream
my
and
girl.
reality, mind and
We're
magic.
in
Now,
Kiko. I remember doing really well.
I'm gonna do this.
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona.
Let's fight against Arby's. They're terrible, terrible
Time for
meats.
some educational discipline.
I wish you good luck.
Seriously? Oh, it's scary!
Yep.
Seriously? No, seriously?
Yes, it's got like an auto combo feature. Basically, you can just like keep pressing like the same button over and over.
Right time!
Like, you know, the main punch, you'll pull out the combo. You should also be able to interrupt it too.
Right time!
Add into it.
Don't count me out.
That's the move I'm looking for. Yeah, air dash. I think you got double jump. Yep, air dashing.
Time for it! I'm dizzy! You hurry it up! My ultimate attack!
Ultimate kills.
First warm-up
Let's see what aerial combo. I mean, like, we're gonna skip things. Like, I'm not gonna do like, here's how you move. You press the button forward on your stick to walk forward. It's amazing. It's like, oh god, okay, I get it. Move on. We don't need to do a whole training lessons on that.
Go, Jiraiya!
Okay, so you just need to hold down a button while doing it. Okay. And move when you've been knocked to the ground. Take a hit in the opponent. Hold one of the attack buttons when you're on the ground. Okay. So it's like the usual thing, like you can time it so you can just hit the button, get off the ground like you can in Street Fighter. Things of that nature. Auto combo allows you to perform combo with one button, I know. P combo! System allows you to change your attacks. Weaken the strong, weak persona. Okay, so you can dial them, go around the world. In the S hold system, by holding down the, basically punch there, gauge will appear, releasing a button at the right time. Skill and SP. Okay. That I don't remember, so that's interesting.
You're not coming? Just getting started. You're not coming?
Okay, so you can knock them into the air and follow them up. Combos or just kind of keep them on the ground.
Just getting started. Nice try. Just getting started.
Various attacks have invincibility, making you immune to throws and attacks. Some of your HP. That's what it does. So remember, there's a move you can pull off that like damages you, like in a beat 'em up, like Final Fight or Alien vs Predator. Like you use your special move, get people off you, and it damages you a little bit, but you get a stronger attack. Let's throw.
Just getting started.
Don't whiff.
What? No escape. Now I'm pissed. Go. You're not coming.
When awakened, your max spiritual power will be 150, gain 50. Okay, so basically double fireball back.
You're not coming.
Super move.
Damn it.
So it's only in awakened, so you try to think of like an example of that would be for like an SNK type game.
Damn it. You're not coming.
75%. So basically half your gauge you get hit. But slower course.
Go, Jiraiya. Go, Jiraiya. Enough. You're not coming.
Side step. Side hop.
You're not coming.
This is where it starts getting like really complicated with the moves. It's like, okay, and so just have like a quick upward tap to do a side hop, like you have to do button pressing instead. It's kind of weird. Okay, so basically then just like falling into the air. Jump cancels. Dash canceling with like King of Fighters. This game takes like a lot of different things like Guilty Gear and King of Fighters in particular, really.
Persona. Nice try. Go get it. Go, Jiraiya.
Stun. Okay, let's see. Fatal counter. Occurs when you counter with a powerful move. Your opponent deal more damage. Try pressing that button while pressing crouching.
Come get me! Just getting started!
Seems like a counter does more damage. I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's the persona doing it instead.
You're not coming?
Do I have parries?
You're not coming? Here we go! 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 Here we go!
I'm used to like third strike timing for parries. It's like a little bit slower than that.
You're not coming? You're not coming?
Okay, so what? Okay, that was weird. Like it wouldn't do it at first. Like, oh sure, just do the move, and then it'll figure it out. So you can cancel. What does it just do by itself? Oh, it's that thing. Okay.
Just getting started!
Instant kill.
You're not coming?
Let's end this. 1,000 die while a million are born.
It's over!
Auto combos. Okay, so that's just burst. I mean, it's like, oh, it's doing the shadow variant. Okay, now I was trying to think, like, what's going on here? So this is like if you pick kind of like burst and slash in Samurai Showdown, where you can have like faster moves or alternate moves. Like, you know, but you'll have like a difference and stuff. So instead of like bursting, you have your shadow frenzy instead. Skill related will be, you know, your gauge will deplete in time, but you can do more powerful attacks over and over. It allows you to do combos that you couldn't do before. Okay.
Just getting started!
Cool. Okay. Try some arcade mode.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona. Very well.
Wow, you look stupid.
The unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Magi!
What is this? Red fog is covering the entire town?
This is the true tournament finale! The P1 climax is finally kicking off!
Hi, this is your announcer, Rosette.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Let's just fight. I don't care.
Both sides should be
Oh.
equally matched.
Giovanni, he's from Persona 3. Sick! Oh no, that sucks.
I think they could both use it. This is He seems to be getting a bit tired. Such an intense assault. Stay away! This is on a roll. This is starting assault. Turning into a tight
Coming through. Oh, so you got disease, and tassing is the problem, the cure?
turn the tide. Oh my gosh! Be focused.
What is my... That's what it is, okay.
The tables are about to be turned. Rise up! Flame You're not done? The difference between the two was razor thin.
Wait. Round 2. Fight.
Whoa, you're on a roll. Stand it. Decisive hit. Go down. Wait, this is turning into a one-sided battle. Stay away. One shaft is not truly a vicious assault. Away with you. A vicious attack. The opponent cornered. I won't hold back. Stay away. The opponent's still standing. Has the battle been decided? Oh my, they lost.
Fate disappeared. What should I do?
You're ruthless.
Never!
No!
The excitement of the battle still lingers.
That Fate didn't just look like him. They had all the same powers. I can't let my guard down.
Next is Game 2. Nobody touches his precious Nautico.
Except for me, I guess? Perhaps?
Feel the drama.
Game 2 will now.
You think you can win? Don't be so sure.
Round 1. Fight.
Looking forward to a great match. They're out of the way. Will they push on through? They're out of the way. Another shot. You're out of the way. I am down. Yeah, come. Unstoppable. Let this in. This might be fun. A one-sided battle. His okay, here goes. Confusion and stamina. Are they breathing easy now? I am thou.
Timed that one wrong.
Is it out? I did it!
Well, that was a good counter.
Like this and
You go.
that was a complete defeat.
Win. Round 2. Fight.
It's a new round. Farewell. I think they could both. Farewell. Sergeant Slay. This might be hot.
When in doubt, cheese it out. I mean, it's the best strategy you have.